It's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
Welcome. Yes, we're a little late today because we dragging.
We're still recovering from last
We are recovering. I'm going to tell you, I guess it took, I'm mumbling. It took all the strength out of us. Look at this one. This one's covered in the blanket.
Kind of took the whole strength out of us to do today.
Sorry.
She's having that time.
That was like a jump scare.
And there we go.
Continue.
Anyway, happy Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. We're regrouping a little bit more than yesterday, but what a day it was. Some great shoots. We were down in Miami on Calle Ocho. We were at Reshevsky's house, Amy's house, her studio Reshevsky. What do we want to call it? In Shenandoah.
She has Shenandoah.
In Shenandoah, which is a beautiful neighborhood. I'd never been down there. And then we went over to the Futurama building and met with the Arts and Business Council of Miami, which was a great building. Those artists are incredible.
And what was the name of the coffee shop where we're going to do a show?
La Colada.
La Colada. La Colada.
I had to think about it. Yes.
That's good, Dawn. I couldn't remember.
I know. I just remember, but it was La Colada. But it was great, and it was a great day, and we're going to share that interview with you today. But before we do, we had our Kraken Ace team. We had Andrew and Heather and Sophia with us yesterday on shoot. It was a lot. We rented a van. We went down, like doing our thing, like the Partridge Family. We did our thing, and we brought Abdullah and Joella. They did their thing. They are funny.
They're laughing in there
keep
too.
It together.
It was together, baby.
It was great. It was a great shoot. It went really well. We did phenomenal. We had a few little hiccups.
Yeah.
Along the way and during, but hey.
More like burpees, not hiccups. But
But the Arts and Business Council was super cool.
Yes, yes.
Where did you guys go when we finished the interview, which we're going to air, right?
Yeah, we're going to air that next.
And where did you go after the interview? You guys disappeared.
We were actually talking to, I think it's Renee. And Renee, they wanted to do a little video just talking about their mission and everything. And so we just took some time to go and film it with them. It was great to see them all work together. You can tell that they're a really unified team. And they were all just kind of feeding off of each other and just hearing again about what their mission is, what they want to accomplish, and how they want to kind of bring a lot of cultures together. It's a Miami is such a, like you said, it's a melting pot of cultures, you know, and their idea is to bring even more cultures into Miami.
That's what they were talking about, bringing the whole
Yeah.
country in there. Or the
And I think
world.
that's the question. It's like why go out instead of reinforcing what's already in, but you don't get the new without bringing it in from somewhere else.
Yeah.
It's good to see more perspectives. It's good to see what all the other artists in other parts of the world are doing. Even with us, like being able to see what everyone else is doing within different areas of our same field is interesting, because you'll kind of expand and seeing all those, because like she said, she mentioned Belgium, she mentioned Brazil, and it's like you don't really know what the actual like art movement is in certain areas. So bringing something new like that will kind of help
We all
everyone
pull
grow.
inspiration from each other.
Yeah.
So
Did you guys learn anything new on the shoot?
In terms of like what we did, or in
What
terms
you
of
would
like
do
equipment
different
wise.
or technical?
Yeah.
I think that it's always great to kind of move around with cameras. It's good to learn the limitations of everything. Like I said, like I've been talking about for the longest time for our interns, it's very important to know what everything can do, what your limitations are, how to grow better. And that's what we were talking about this morning with Freddie, is how to make everything better. And I think that a lot of the takeaways was knowing where to place yourself, knowing what to do. And I think that the conversations we have were great. I think a part of what I love about the studio is that I'm learning new stuff with equipment, learning my limitations, learning what to get better at, but at the same time, I'm also learning about our community. So like even while I'm doing these shoots, I'm learning about Miami. I'm learning about what the art district actually is and what's actually going on in our backyard, so to speak.
The aspect that I learned was that taping and streaming are two different animals.
Completely different approaches.
And
Yeah.
it changes because I wanted to have 2 floater cameras, and there was a reason for it, because Gato was running around like a madman, and she was running behind him with the 2 lights. And if we had 2 cameras, we would have spaced differently. I think that that's important. But I still want to work on the sound, because I think that the enemy of all production is sound. And it's hard to be able to move around. I was not aware that sound was affected by what's going on around us. Whether or not we have what they call a clear path, computer to microphone, there has to be a clear path. Otherwise, it breaks up.
The further you go, you notice it starts to break up. So
I
that's
didn't know
something
that.
else that we had to kind of like maneuver around, is figuring out, okay, how far can we actually go with these cameras and where the quality remains the same.
Agreed. I think there's somebody at the door.
Somebody at the door.
Yeah, no,
Someone
but
got
I think that it was a great shoot. I enjoyed it a lot. Like I said, learning a lot about art. Amy's art is great. I love seeing Amy's art in the studio. Like you said, a lot of the studio is Amy's art. My favorite one is like the triangle one that's in Studio B. It's like towards where all the interns kind of sign in and everything. It's like, I call it the Dorito. I know it's not a Dorito. It's a triangle. But I love that one, and I forgot what the actual name of it is. But hearing Amy's story, how she's actually trying to keep going and sell those art pieces and actually trying to get involved with kids is great. I think that having someone like Amy be more involved with kids and showing them how to paint, and showing them how to paint in a way that it's not like you have to be restrained to making something that's clearly visible. You can make something abstract that people can kind of take away. And the reason why I mentioned that is that when we were there, she talked about an art piece where when we were walking around with her, she said you can see the man with 2 eyes in there, but I'm not going to tell you where he is right now because it would take me a while to show you. But I'm looking at it, and I put the camera on that specific art piece, and I think I figured out where it was, but it's one of those things that having an artist like Amy, probably really good for kids, you know, showing them how to express themselves with art, and that you don't have to follow the rules to make it like a Mona Lisa or something like that. You can be a Van Gogh if you really want it to be.
Got to keep the art alive, especially in today's society where art is diminishing.
I think that the learning aspect of paintings, groupings, like we have in here, makes a big difference in the energy being forced around you. I think it's important. I didn't know that Amy wanted to work with children until yesterday. I had no clue to that, and she's always been doing different things. And she said to me, it gave her purpose again. And she thanked us for doing it because, you know, she's been trying to find what to do next.
Everyone's always trying to figure out what's next, right? She just moved back and change in life and different things that we all go through in life. And she's still going. Her artwork is amazing. And it'd be great to bring her show back, to have her interview the artists, to see what she does with the kids. I do want to take the interview from yesterday, see if we can get a commercial out of it. So maybe she can sell some of her artwork.
Yeah, that'd be great. And even just talking a little bit more about the art district, which we'll see soon. I think that the building that they're in is really great. They're on the second level of the Futurama building that you mentioned this morning, and underneath they actually represent the artists that are down there. And my
She
cup,
said there were 200.
my cup actually I bought from one of the artists that was there, and it was the husband of the artist who was there, and he was telling us how his husband actually has these art pieces which each little object in there has a significance to him. So he was telling me about how the chair was where his abuela used to sit and give him advice when he was a kid. I bought it because of the cat, which I know is probably very hard for you to see, but he wanted to immortalize the cat because he loved the cat when he was younger, and he wanted to have the cat for as long as he could, but he couldn't. You know, and I forgot what the name of the cat was. He has an image of the cat actually inside the little studio, and I was like, this is great, because a lot of what we are seeing now with AI, we always mention it now all the time. It's like AI can create art, but sentimental art is a different thing. And seeing something like this where he was having art pieces, he was making clocks out of them, phone stands, it didn't matter what it was, he had so much. And it's like even the little hielo, which means there's ice for $2, is great because anybody can connect to that. I can connect to that. Me and my dad having to buy ice for a gig that we had to do to put it in the cooler is right there for me, you know. And it's one of the beautiful things about where they're at. Not only are they trying to grow Miami and bring other people, but they're also representing artists who are trying to make it, or even if they have made it, to try and reach other people. And it was such a nice space to kind of walk around, and there were artists that approach you. Like I walked into this little store, and the artist approached me, told me about the story of his husband. And then I walked a little further out, and the other artist was like, "Oh, you like cats? I can tell you like cats." And she showed me all the art that she made with other cats, and it's so welcoming. And I think that being able to showcase them and spotlight them is great for us, because sometimes you don't know where the art stuff is here in Florida, especially even if it's in Miami, even though it's like a cultural arts area. Sometimes you don't really know where to look, or all the art is there, but you want to find other people, and having people like the art district, or for them to actually show you who the new people are, is great. I loved it. I loved the future.
Well, Calle Ocho is also known for parties and you know, Domino Park and movies and everything. I mean, it has a traditionally rich history, and as Dawn learned yesterday, none of the stores have air conditioning.
I can't even believe, but they do not.
None of the stores have air conditioning. You walk in, you walk out. It's open to the public. It's like
It's culture, right?
It's culture. You know, down in the Keys it used to be like that, but now everything in the Keys is air conditioned because it gets just too hot.
And also, the Keys have become quite the tourist destination, so they had to appeal to that, especially if they wanted more tourism.
If they wanted to hold them.
Yeah.
But Domino Park and everything that was down there, there's just such a rich tradition.
You feel it when you're there.
Yeah, exactly. And
Yeah,
the
it's
people
energy.
are different.
Yeah.
You notice how nice the people are. That gentleman that you got the mug from, he's from Humacao, from my hometown. He was telling me, we're talking about the different schools that he went to and I went to there. A lot of tradition, a lot of stories, you can spend a whole day on Calle Ocho, and you won't even know that the day's
Get a whole new wardrobe.
Everything, clothes,
you can
food.
become Freddy. I was there, and I saw another Freddy across the street, and I was like, Freddy.
He was screaming at the peanut vendor.
Yeah, and he was selling peanuts.
He was selling the peanuts. He was like, "You want peanuts?"
Yeah. $1 a bag. He kept telling me.
You could do it.
It was fun. It was a different shoot. It was fun. It wasn't anything like we're used to.
No.
So it's that's always fun.
It was a learning experience for us. We did 2 shoots in one day, which was a lot. Traveling down there, but we did it. You guys were fantastic. All of you. Sophia ran the board, and everyone had their nuances of what they did, which was awesome. So take a look at this. Arts and Business Council of Miami. It's merging businesses and the artists for economic growth and development in South Florida. So it's pretty cool. Check it out.
And welcome. And where are we?
We're now at stop 2. We're at the Arts and Business Council of Miami. Really excited. I haven't been down to Calle Ocho in a minute, as they say.
Calle Ocho.
Calle Ocho.
Calle Ocho.
Calle Ocho.
I used to hang out down here.
I'm afraid to ask what you
Don't
did out here.
ask. Don't ask. Well, what a beautiful place we're at.
Pretty unbelievable, right? When was the last time you drove through the streets of Miami?
I have never driven, even today, because you drove in the streets of Miami.
I don't even know. We left Amy's studio in Shenandoah and she went right, left. I don't know where she was. And I can't believe I used to live in Miami and I have no idea where I am, except what a great street this is on. What an incredible building. We're upstairs at the Futurama building, which if you haven't been here or you haven't seen it, you got to come check it out. It's an art co-op downstairs, and upstairs is this incredible space for the non-for-profit Arts and Business Council of Miami. And today we are joined with Renee Pesci, the Executive Director, Rezia Hayes.
That is the Renee Pesci.
The Renee Pesci, Rezia Hayes, Marketing Manager, and Heaven Jones, who does outreach. And a huge thank you, of course, to Amy Rashevsky for even making this introduction as a whole. It's been a journey and a process to get here, but it's pretty nice to be here.
Absolutely, and we have the grace of these three ladies to start this thing off. So where do you want to begin?
I guess let's start with Renee.
Sure.
What is the Arts and Business Council of Miami?
So the Arts and Business Council of Miami has been around since 1985, so we're over 41 years old, and our founder, Laura Bruni, actually just retired this month. So that was a huge undertaking, and I had the privilege of taking over for her for the past 4 years. I've been here 4 years now. And the Arts and Business Council of Miami brings together artists and businesses. So I like to say we bring arts to the businesses and arts. Let me start. I like to say that we bring arts information and access to businesses in the area, and that we also bring business training and workshops to the artists in the area. And we also do a lot of collaboration between the two. So we bring everyone together so that they can work together and make great
Art.
art.
So the artists get together. They're on their own, but they can get together so they could be themselves or collaborate.
So what we do is we actually last year just started an artist membership. Okay. So we have different partnerships with different entities in the community, but we also have what we just started last year is an arts membership. So artists can collaborate together, come together, share resources, and also we do workshops with them. We can also meet with them one-on-one. But then we also are setting up studio tours so we can go around town and see each other's studios or find new places to go to and collaborate together and discover new things around Miami together.
How many artists do you have in-house right now?
So right now we've got around 200 partners and artists with that. At any given time, we collaborate with a lot of different people. People, come in all the time. So we're always getting new partners. We have different type of partnerships. Our main one is our arts marketing partnership, and that's for any nonprofit organization or artist that is interested in getting that type of partnership with us. And what we do with that is we offer different benefits. So we offer marketing benefits, we offer outreach benefits, we offer free tickets to things around town, free tickets to our events. And on that partnership, they also can gain recognition out into the community and make those collaborations. So our biggest thing is connecting people. We really think that we have the market cornered on that, and that we're able to bring together so many different people from different areas to come up with brand new things that Miami hasn't seen before.
Has your mission changed over the past 40 years? I'm thinking 40 years, well, that sounds like so long ago. And you said 1985. And I'm
like, 1985.
Not
it's
that
been
long
a while.
ago. Not that long, right? I graduated high school in 1985. But I mean, I'm sorry, legit, almost growing up adult. So it's a long time, but yet things have changed. Community has changed. What have you seen with your mission and Arts and Business Council of Miami change?
So our mission, we actually just rewrote our mission, which actually I'll read for you. We just had our board retreat and decided that we wanted our mission to be more proactive, more forward-leaning. So our new mission, which is we can preview here, is since 1985, the Arts and Business Council of Miami has led the movement to strengthen Miami's arts and culture sector by connecting artists, arts organizations, businesses, philanthropists, and civic leaders. As the region's leading organization at the intersection of arts and business, we build organizational capacity through leadership, strategic partnerships, professional development, and innovative solutions that inspire the investment in the arts and advance Miami's economic vitality, cultural excellence, and global influence as an international center for arts, business, and culture. We believe that the arts are a catalyst for innovation, economic growth, and community prosperity, strengthening industries such as tourism, hospitality, real estate, entrepreneurship, and neighborhood development, all while enriching the quality of life in our community.
Which is so great, because we were speaking to Amy before even today of why she came back to Miami. And she said because there's nothing like Miami when it comes to arts and economic growth. The two of those together. Because you can be anyone, you can invest in anything, you can go to any show, you can be part of any artist in Miami like no other place.
Yeah, and as you said, the economic factor is a huge factor. The economic impact that the arts have in Miami-Dade County is incredible. It's a $2.2 billion industry, and for every dollar that Miami-Dade County gives to an arts organization and grants, they give back $42 to the community. So it's a give back situation, not just taking money and using it up. We give, the arts all give back to the community as well. And also too, in Miami-Dade County alone, over 32,000 jobs are created by artists in the area and arts organizations. So that's a huge economic impact.
Do you think the artists are having more challenges than they used to, or does it seem more open with Wynwood and the development of so many more arts? You've got the Arts Center, you've got Coconut Grove, you've got Shenandoah, you've got the walls are now okay to be putting graphics on. Mm-hmm. Are you still seeing artists facing economic challenges?
There's actually huge economic challenges at the moment, and it's mostly with funding. Arts from the federal level, arts funding has been virtually slashed. The state level, we got vetoed the last 2 years. This year, it's not looking great either. And for Miami-Dade County, we've really been in the forefront of advocating for the arts. Miami-Dade County, for the past 2 years, had threatened to slash the arts by over 50%. Last year, not only slashing by 50%, but they were going to merge us in with the libraries and get rid of the director of the Department of Cultural Affairs. And we came out in droves. I'm on a steering committee for Arts Advocacy Alliance, and what we did is we mobilized tons of artists. We all came out and we got lime green T-shirts that had the economic impact on the back of it, and then Arts Mean Business on the front, and we passed hundreds of those shirts out to people, and we all went to all the town halls and all the budget meetings and advocated for the arts, and the mayor heard us. She said that if it wouldn't have been for so many people coming out and raising their voices for the arts, she never would have put all that money back in. But she realizes the impact of the arts, and she has been a great supporter. But she did see, even though it was tough budget times last year, and this year is going to be just as tough, she realized the importance of the arts and the economic impact, and just how it creates a community and makes Miami like no place other. You know, even 10 years ago, the landscape has changed a lot for the arts. The arts have grown tremendously. Unfortunately, we're facing a crisis at the moment, to be frankly honest. With the Miami-Dade County, we just went to the town hall last night. The mayor is saying that she'll keep the arts budget as status quo, but then they also mentioned that the pool of grants has gotten larger, so that means that even potentially, we'll find out when the budget comes out on July 15th next week, but and then it still has to be passed in September by all the commissioners. So we've been talking with many of the commissioners, we've been talking with the mayors, we've been talking with people all around town to show the importance of the arts and show them that we need this funding. Without that funding that Miami-Dade County provides to the community, many of arts nonprofit organizations, arts organizations will close in Miami. That's frankly the truth. So we're facing tough times because this funding is drying up all over the place. So people are having to be creative now and diversify their funding streams. And that's something that the Arts and Business Council helps with. We came up with an Art Smart Financial Success Series program that we kicked off last year and we'll do again this fall. And what we did is we showed people how to look at all their programs, give them worksheets, and taught them how to go through each program and do an ROI for each program and figure out how close does it meet your mission or how much money does it make you. And then you can strategically look at how you can, do your year with your budget. Also, too, what has happened because of the cuts, like last year when all suddenly, in the last 2 years, when the state budgets, with the state grants that got cut, many people were mid-year and all of a sudden were counting on money that they didn't get. So they were having to adjust their budgets midstream. So we came out with in this Art Smart Financial Success Series and showed people exactly what to do when that situation happens. How do you go through your budget? You've already done these worksheets ahead of time, so now you can quickly make assessments of which programs do you need to keep because it matches your mission really close, what programs you might want to sunset because even though it might meet your mission, it doesn't bring you in any money at all. Or there might be some that you kind of revamp so that you can make it feasible to do in these tough times.
And I know all of this you couldn't do without Rezia and Heaven Joe's, right? So Rezia, I'm sure you had something to do with the green shirts on the marketing and putting that all out. And Heaven, you do outreach. So how is marketing and outreach? Let's bring this all together. Why is it so important to support the Arts and Business Council?
I think at the backbone of every business and organization is marketing. You can have all the business acumen in the world, but if you don't know how to sell it, it doesn't mean anything. And so I think that goes without saying. It's the bedrock of getting our mission out there, and then also to getting our partners signed on and excited about being a part of our community. And I think marketing and outreach work hand in hand because once we have our partners signed on, Heaven is the one that facilitates the relationship and makes sure that they feel cared for and nurtured, and also too that they feel like they're getting their end of the deal. And so that's how.
How did you do the marketing and outreach? Because I can't really take one without the other. Digital media and marketing. Yeah. What are some of the goals, and how do you reach your goals for marketing?
Well, I manage social and web, and Heaven does the email marketing. And so she handles the newsletter, the newsletter, and then our partner blast that we call ABC Recommends. And then we work together on one of our partner benefits is having I need to look at the camera, I'm sorry. One of our partner benefits is having a calendar in which we can host our partners' upcoming events and things like that. And so Heaven and I work together on curating those events, selecting them, and then she'll put together the email marketing. She'll put together the newsletter for the email marketing. It's called the Culture Connectors Guide.
Well, Heaven, you are so incredibly organized. I have never, we've been doing this a long time, had someone with as much outreach and detail as you have. So I appreciate that so much. You'll say, oh, Dawn and Freddie, they do it a little bit differently. We do, but I greatly appreciate your detail. So I didn't have to do it so differently. You had it all structured every step of the way for Amy and for everything. So that was incredible. So thank you for all of that.
Of course. Yes. Thank you. And I really appreciate your question in regards to how marketing and outreach works in tandem here at the Arts and Business Council. Like Rezia said, I do handle the email marketing, and she does handle the social media marketing and other forms of digital media marketing as well too. And then even in regards to what Renee said, in regards to the efforts of advocacy, I think that outreach, executive direction, and marketing can work hand in hand because we're always tackling the who, what, when, and why when it comes to mobilization as well too. So we're really forefronting the artists, the arts organizations, and also the civilians, and how arts work in tandem with just the overall energy of Miami. I think being a Miamian through and through, I can see how our community has changed, but also how our community has been impacted by the arts over the years, from my childhood now to my adulthood, it being very full circle, as well to nonprofits like the Arts and Business Council and locations like the African American or African Heritage Cultural Arts Center have been so embedded into my life in my adulthood and in my childhood. So it's been a really nice time seeing how I can also be mobilized and take efforts into advocating for the arts as well too.
It's interesting because we've known Amy for 10 years, and we were involved with a ton of artists up north in Delray. And we saw the struggles, we understood the struggles. And then I came to Miami. This is not the same Miami from 17 years ago. It has changed tremendously. So for you to outreach and to do the marketing that you're doing, you've restructured Miami. When I first came, Miami had boards. Calle Ocho was not Calle Ocho. And the way you're putting this street on this, it's timing or it's perfect planning. So what you're doing is you're really letting people know, artists know, you got a place to go. And when we started this 10 years ago, artists were wondering, where are we going? It was difficult to survive. They had no choice. At least now you're offering the choice and letting them know about it.
And your outreach, you had told me earlier, goes further than just Miami-Dade County. Because we're in Palm Beach County, but yet we're here in support of, as a partnership together with Arts and Business Council of Miami. So artists or businesses that are looking to collaborate and partner with you, can you give us an example of maybe how a business and the arts, have you seen a success story?
Sure, I'll talk about that. So we have, like I said, we have partnerships with a lot of the hotels in the area, and the Hotel Intercontinental is one of our major partners. They host our Breakfast for the Arts for us, pro bono, which is a huge thing. We really couldn't, without our partnerships giving us these venues for the programs that we do, we couldn't, frankly, do the programming that we do. So these partnerships are super important to each other, and we bring a lot to them as well. So a couple years ago, the Hotel Intercontinental created a studio, an art studio, in the lobby of their hotel. And they work with an organization, and they represent an artist per month there. But during December, they go dark because it's Art Week, and that's an exciting time for everybody. There's, of course, Art Basel, but there's many other art fairs that we partner with. Fringe Art Fair, the Spectrum, Red Dot, all the other art fairs we partner with. And the exciting thing is if you're a partner of ours, you're able to get free VIP tickets to a lot of those art fairs too, through us as a partner benefit. But one of the things that we did is we reached out to the Hotel Intercontinental and said, hey, we understand that your studio is going to be dark during that Art Week. Could we bring in one of our partners? And we actually, our reach has expanded. Originally, it was mostly just Miami-Dade County for the most part. But since I've been here, I've done a concerted effort to reach out all over, all areas, north, south, east, west, to get more involvement. And also, too, we're starting to branch out internationally. That's a new thing that we're doing now. To look at cross-cultural exchanges with different countries. A lot of the Caribbean islands that I've been visiting and making connections with are interested in doing this. So we're working on a new model now with a partnership. But we do currently have an international partner that was showing at Art Basel 2 years ago, wanted to get involved in Miami, had no idea where to start. They knew they were going to show at Art Basel, but they wanted to bring a presence of their art to Miami. So what they did is they actually Googled who does arts and business in Miami, and of course our name came up, thankfully. So they reached out to us, and right away we reached back and we brought them on as partners. It was our first international partner, and we were able to collaborate with them. It turned out that since they were going to be at Art Basel showing, they had brought a bunch of their art here. They had a single artist showing at the NetJets Lounge at Art Basel. So they asked, so we coordinated it, and we were able to bring some of their art, that artist's art that she was showing at Art Basel, to that small studio at the Hotel Intercontinental. And so we did a kickoff happy hour where we invited a lot of the community leaders and artists, and everybody came together. A lot of corporate people came. So it was a great collaboration of all different people. And that Studio Ortera was able to show that whole week at the Hotel Intercontinental, in addition to showing at Art Basel. So it was a cool thing to do, and they actually sold 2 pieces of art from that studio there. So it was a great success story all the way around. It brought a lot of different collaborations together with people, and brought new art to the area. and was just a way that we could elevate one of our partners.
Which is great. Heaven, what are you hoping for the outreach going forward for the 2026-27 year?
For the 2026-27 year, I really hope the outreach, as Renee said, is like even more on an international scale. I can really see so much synergy between the Caribbean islands and us just in general, or just like the arts network here in Miami-Dade County and Miami just in general as well too. So I'm looking forward to more outreach with artists of different mediums, a lot more textile artists. Right now in our repertoire, in our Rolodex, we have a muralist, a painter, and different things like that. But I'm really excited to see who else can we create a connection with. And not only when it comes to artists or art supporters like Studio Artera, but I really hope to learn more about hotels and other hospitality meccas such as Intercontinental as well too, and see how we can work in tandem with artists to get their artworks into the hotels as a permanent collection as well too. So how can we facilitate those relationships and also maintain them? So that's where I can see a lot of our efforts are also going as well too. So I feel like we are the individuals that hold so many like sticks in our hands, but I really think we do a great job of advocating, especially when it's only 3, but it's like 3 mobilizing groups of hundreds and thousands as well too. So I think that we have a really strong foundation here at the Arts and Business Council of Miami. So I'm really excited to see where we can go next.
And Rezia, for you, media, we do media, which incorporates newsletters, which incorporates social media and digital media. How do you see putting media to help enhance the Arts and Business Council of Miami as well as the artists? What do you see as the next trend that you're going to be working with?
The next trend that I see coming is definitely generative, as we know what SEO is, search engine optimization. The next wave I see coming is GEO, generative engine optimization. So from LLMs like ChatGPT, Claude, and Gemini, it's going to be really important that we know how to optimize our web and social so that we are showing up, that it's easy for large institutions to funnel all, have large marketing budgets and funnel their money into making sure that they are showing up at the top. They can afford sponsored ads. And so I see media playing, the next wave I see happening with GEO is that us working together to provide workshops like through Miami Arts Marketing Project to small to mid-sized organizations and also individual artists so that they can understand this next wave that's coming with AI. And, the algorithm changes every day, literally. So it's like what is working this day for Instagram's algorithm is going to be completely different than works for TikTok's algorithm. But what is a constant is web. And so definitely looking forward to how to integrate a GEO practice, GEO best practices, so that as search begins to fade out slowly, small to mid-sized organizations and individual artists and independent artists aren't left out of the conversation of who should I go to for a mural, or where can I find resources to support this exhibition that I want to do. So that's the next wave that I see coming with in the media and marketing landscape.
Still that creativity. She's putting forward the creativity to make all those things work. So that's vital. An idea can last 30 seconds, and then you have to find the next one. Finding a mural that comes out of the wall and becomes alive, and AI lets you do these technologies, but you still got to plug in the creative aspect of it. And I see you've surrounded yourself with some good people.
Absolutely. I couldn't do this without our dream team, as we call ourselves. And Rezia and Heaven are incredible hard workers, and the 3 of us work so well together. We all bring different things to the table, which I think is really important on a team. And we have a few subcontractors that work with us, but really all the programming from start to finish, like from event planning to finding the speakers, to doing the run of show, to doing the catering, to getting the venue set, and doing all that is pretty much done by the 3 of us for the most part.
I'm excited about our collaboration. What do you like most about this?
Me? I'm learning. I was going to say, if each one of you had one wish, only one, where you want this to go for tomorrow, what would it be?
Well, that's a good question. I would like to figure out a way to get our cross-cultural exchange program going more. We just have to figure out the logistics of it. I've been talking with lawyers about visas and getting help with that. There are a lot of logistics to that, but I think it might be an exciting opportunity to be able to get Miami artists out into other countries, as well as bringing other countries' arts to Miami.
That's pretty good.
I think in supporting Renee's, in support with Renee's vision, is that developing another palette of benefits or marketing package that, because I'm going to backtrack a little bit here, like we do offer a lot of programs and services to our community, not just individual artists, but arts organizations too, and that is a large bulk of the work that we do is in providing professional development, capacity building programs, audience development programs. And so sculpting out this vision with Renee about doing more cross-cultural exchanges is a new frontier, but it's really exciting because there's so much that, you know, Brazil has to offer Miami and Miami has to offer Brazil, and so much that Germany and Belgium and France and Hungary, all of these other countries have to offer. There's so much just like potential there. And so being able to work behind Renee and work with Renee and Heaven in creating this new palette of benefits to support this initiative is something that's really exciting to me as well, because we've already built the wheel. There's no need to reinvent the wheel. We know what works and we know what our community is looking for. And we also know how to talk to our community, which is really important. And so with that, just looking forward to the future and, you know, hopefully having more partnerships with different consulates and ministries to bring Miami to their country and bring their country to Miami.
Which is so great because Miami is definitely organic with every country represented here, right? We've got the World Cup here right now, but if you look at what even formed Miami, how even Calle Ocho started, what Sunny Isles represents, Miami-Dade as a whole is the great world melting pot. And what a great way to even extend that outreach and show the world who we are.
Absolutely. I think that's one of the secret sauce of Miami is the diversity, because you get so many different types of art and artists and points of view that you're able to see. And I think it helps make the world a little smaller and helps us understand each other better. And I think that's important, especially in today's environment.
All right, so how do people find out more information? How do they follow you, become partners, get involved, all the juicy tidbits?
I would say that if individuals would like to learn more about the Arts and Business Council, we will highly suggest that you follow us on social media, but we will also suggest that you keep up with our website and become part of our newsletter. Every month, we have multiple newsletters going out, letting you know how to stay activated and get acquainted with different artists, arts organizations, and also other artist platforms. So we will highly, highly, highly suggest that you guys stay tuned and reach out to collaborate. Partnerships are also posted on our website. So if you have any inquiries, you can always email me, Renee, or Rezia, which is our emails are at the bottom of our partnership letters as well too. So yeah.
And if I could build on what Heaven said, that if you're new to Miami, if you just recently moved here and you're looking to be connected with the creative community here, because it can be kind of hard to find at first, please follow us on Instagram at ArtsBizMiami. Go to our website, artsbizmiami.org, or just, email any one of us. But we have, having been here in Miami for 41 years, since 1985, we have the community and we work together with other organizations and the Department of Cultural Affairs to build Miami into the cultural capital that it is today. So it's like, if you're looking for your into the creative community or into the creative ecosystem, we have the open door. And I think one thing that makes me so happy to be a part of this team with these lovely women is that we are always able to, and I think it speaks to Renee's point about how we all bring something different to the table. At all of our events, we're able to foster a very inclusive and open environment, which can be kind of hard to come across. Like, it's already scary enough to have to do networking on your own, and it's even scarier when you're walking into a room and you actually have no idea who anyone is. And just something that we do well and special and well is that we create an environment where we are warm and we're welcoming and we encourage people to talk to, if you are a graphic designer, we want you to talk to the caterer, and we want the caterer to talk to the private equity firm, because there's all something that we can get from each other, and all of those people are in the room with us. We're really big on cross-sector collaboration. I think that is also at the bedrock and the foundation of what we do in bringing arts and business together.
I'm excited to the collaboration. Some great opportunities for networking. I know you sent us some invites for events you've got coming up. TBD on scheduling details, but we'll get all of that out to you. But it's a great partnership between Amp Media Productions, Amp Media Futures Foundation, and the Arts and Business Council of Miami. Ladies, thank you so much. Renee Pesci, Rezia Hayes, and Heaven Jones. You ladies are fantastic. Three ladies really running. Wow, what a great foundation.
Come and take a tour.
Yes.
Come and check out what's here. This is the best kept secret. It's not a secret. Everybody does know about it. But come and be part of this. There's no such thing as being too small or just not fitting in. Come on down, feel the vibe. Guarantee you, you're going to love it.
Renee, Amy, thank you. What a great network.
Thank you so
Amy's
much.
the best. Thank you, ladies. What a pleasure.
Thank you
More to
so
come.
much.
We'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Are you ready to win a brand new 2027 Audi A3? The Core Foundation, in conjunction with Amp Media Futures Foundation, is giving you the chance to drive away in luxury while supporting scholarships and community programs. First prize, a new 2027 Audi A3. Second prize, an American Electric Stellar bike. Third prize, a $250 Visa gift card. The drawing will be held Saturday, December 19th, 2026 at the Fort Lauderdale Marriott North, and you do not need to be present to win. Tickets are only $20. Purchase yours today at Ampy Media Production Studio or call 866-224-5422. That's 866-224-5422, or email mail to production@ampy2.tv.
At AM2TV, we don't just create content, we produce experiences. From concept to final cut, we bring your vision to life with cinematic quality and precision. Whether it's music videos, branded content, or live productions, we make it stand out. AM2TV, where your vision gets amplified.
Have an idea you want to create? Then come on down to AMP2 Media, where we can create anything you can think of, ranging from podcasts, shows, audiobooks, music videos, and more. This will be done by our interns, who are hungry for hands-on experience that will help them advance their skills and strive for the careers they want. Call us at 866-224-5422 or visit us at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue to pitch your idea today, and we'll get it made.
You're listening to the Midday Brooklyn Cafe Show with Dawn and Freddie S. Every weekday from 12 to 2, tune in for the ultimate midday escape. The perfect blend of entertainment, culture, and community, all served up with a side of Brooklyn flair. It's the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Hello everyone. Today is the 45th anniversary of one of Disney's classic films, The Fox and the Hound. On this day, 45 years ago, Disney asked a heartbreaking question. Can a bond forged in childhood survive a world determined to pull it apart? Released on July 10th, 1981, The Fox and the Hound gave us Todd and Copper, two innocent friends whose society forced them to become bitter adversaries. Sadly, this movie was made during one of Disney's darkest times, and something that us Disney fans consider to be known as the Bronze Age of Disney, or as we like to call it, the Dark Age of Disney. Because it was in this era that after Walt Disney died, movies have been steadily declining, leading to almost bankruptcy for the studio. But despite all of that, The Fox and the Hound came out on top as the third best films in Disney's dark era. It also stood as one of the most expensive films ever made at the time. Its stunning hand-painted backgrounds and surprisingly mature message about acceptance and growing apart still lingers to this day. The Fox and the Hound remains a timeless, beautifully bittersweet masterpiece. Happy 45th anniversary to the very best of friends.
Copper, you're my very best friend. And you're mine too, Todd.
Hey everyone, I'm gonna prank Freddy with Thor's hammer. To explain how the prank is gonna go, this hammer is actually really light. What I'm gonna do is give it to him in my hand, and then I'm gonna make it look like I'm letting go, but with 2 fingers on, and pulling down to make it feel like it's getting heavy, when really, it's not. This is gonna be great. Hey Freddy,
I don't know. We
wanna
need
see if
to
you're
call
worthy?
and see what we need.
Are you sure?
There you go.
That was good stuff.
I didn't even know that was being filmed.
I like the bleep at the end of it too.
I think I'm going to see the Fox and the Hound. Are those the voices of the characters? Wow. I never saw it.
I don't know if I've ever seen it either.
I never saw it. That is some,
was
that's
really
powerful
fancy.
medicine, yeah.
Very nice.
Just letting you know that it's a really sad story.
It's a sad story.
Wow. Need a little sadness.
Really not. Really
do.
not.
I do.
All right, you ready to wrap this up? Happy Friday. Start the weekend early.
Yes, we're going to start the weekend early.
All right. Have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Stay safe, be kind to each other. Enjoy some downtime, some rest and relaxation this July. It's a little quiet in town, so take advantage and just relax.
And he did a piece about the kid, be a kid. So why don't you watch tomorrow, get up, have a bowl of cereal, watch cartoons.
How to be a kid again.
How to be a kid again.
We'll see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.